Oh, come on. Such a pooty train. It must be because it's Rector Street. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody! It's Shiny Miss Suprtoe! Going home from work! Anyway, so we're following Shiny Miss Suprtoe. Again, here we are in Astoria, Queens. And it's late at night. Like, she pulled the late shift tonight. So everything's not closed. That looks sketchy as all get out. Is that a pizza place I don't know, maybe they're still doing delivery, but it's past 11 o'clock. So it'll be like an hour, it'll be midnight, a little past midnight before she gets home. But anyway, here we are at 30 Ave. There is the closed grocery store. Usually there's a line to get, is it closed? It might actually be open, I don't know. It looks like it might be open. I know that they took out the avocados because, avocados are expensive and they don't want to put them out. I guess he's a security guard. Looks like it's closed. Anyway, let's go on up to the subway. Bienvenido a la nueva NW. I don't really speak fluent Spanish, obviously, so... Oh, looks like there's something happening out there. Not going out there. And there's our temporarily unavailable kiosks. Poor kiosks. Yep, see? Just in case you didn't believe me, that's where you are here sign. She said 30 Ave. Oi, 18 minutes for the northbound train. That's a bit of a time to wait. Oh, here comes the left-handed swipe. Oh, no. Aww. Well, she got through it. That's good, but first try. But man, we didn't get to see the left-handed swipe. Lots of essential workers. Oh well. Oh, ooh, whoa, that's a 68 on the middle track, isn't it? Services restored, yes. Again, you are here there's the circle. We're at 30 Ave and 31st Street. But back to, come on, go show the train. There it is. Oh, she's waiting. Okay, it's an R68. Yay! An A. R68A? I don't know. Anyway, somebody will leave a comment, I'm sure. So I think what I'll do this time, oh man, she stopped recording and then started recording again when the train got here. Oh well, here's the N train, standard R46 issue, standard now anyway. But what I was saying is, this time I think I'll do a little blurb about all the neighborhoods we go through instead of just commenting on what I see. How about that? What do you think? So we're in Astoria now, and Astoria was originally called Hallett's Cove by its first landowner was named William Hallett, and he settled there in around 1652 with his wife. He bought the land in 1664, and you know what? I always thought Astoria, every time I think of Astoria, I think Greek, right? I think this is this Greek neighborhood. But apparently, the influx of the Greek people from Greece didn't happen until the 1960s. And then again in 1974, but the Greeks came from Cyprus that time because there was a big conflict there between the Turks and the Greeks. But anyway, yeah. So it was... Before that, it was Dutch, English, German, and some Irish people came. So, New York's not kidding around. A city of immigrants. We're a nation of immigrants, so there you go. Pretty cool. Anyway, 36 Ave. Oh, so the Irish actually came, around the 19th and early 20th centuries, but it was first settled by the Dutch, English, and Germans, which I assume Hallett is a Dutch name? I'm not sure, but that does explain why Dutch Kills, one of these places was renamed Dutch Kills instead of BB Avenue. Anyway. So this is 39th Ave, Dutch Kills, see? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why they renamed it. I don't know why it was called BB Avenue, except for the fact that it's on BB Avenue. Anyway, I like being able... I cannot make out what he's saying, but I like being able to see the reflection of our train at night. That's a nice little perk of it being nighttime. I can see the reflection of our train in the station glass there. Neato. Up, up, up. We're taking the turn. Where's the head? Come on. Where are we going? Oh, wow, there's a creaky train. You hear how creaky that is? I hope we're okay. Sounds like it needs some oil. Like sounds like the Tin Men from Wizard of Oz. Squeak! Yep, here comes the turn. And the front of the train is there. There it is. So where it turns here, it's actually bordering the south part of Astoria and the northern part of Long Island City. So that's pretty cool. Long Island City was one time a city of its own, but it was created in May 4th, 1870 from the merger of the village of Astoria and the hamlets of Ravenwood, Hunters Point, Blissville, Sunnyside, Dutch Kills, Steinway, Bowery Bay, and Middleton in the town of Newton. The city in 1898 is when the city surrendered its independence to become part of the Greater New York City of Greater New York. So it's called Long Island City because it was literally a city called Long Island City that was not part of New York, but now it is. Cool. All right. Well, that's a neat little factoid. Oh, wait a minute. That was Queensboro Plaza, right? So that means we're going underwater. Not yet, but soon. Oh, what's going on here? Oh dear. Something really weird's happening. I see police cars milling about and an ambulance. Only one ambulance. No telling what went down. Oh, well, I guess we'll never know. Oh well. All right, underwater. And fun fact, we are going under Roosevelt Island. Dutch Governor Wouter van Twiller purchased the island, and it used to be known as Hog Island. So yeah, Roosevelt Island used to be Hog Island. But here we are, 5th Ave and Lex. This is the Upper East Side. Upper East Side is a lot of neighborhoods like Lenox Hill, Carnegie Hill, Yorkville. It was also once known as the Silk Stocking District. Not sure why, but there it is. And now, of course, we all know it's one of the most rich people-y neighborhoods in Manhattan. Yep, bordering Central Park, 5th Ave. It's not the Lower East Side, it's the Upper East. Here's 5th Ave, still on the Upper East Side. Heading sort of through the bottom of Central Park now. Almost. Oh. Did the train just fart? That was weird. Creaky train. I'll say it was the train's joints. The train's joints had an issue. It wasn't flatulence. Flatulent train. I hope she didn't choose a flatulent train. Not that this is not smell-o-vision, so I think we're safe though. Empty train, so that's good, but it is almost midnight, so I would hope it would be empty at any time of year. All right. This is 57th Street. This is Midtown Manhattan. It's the central portion. Like, it's a big neighborhood. Midtown's big. It has the Empire State Building, Chrysler Building, Hudson Yards, headquarters of the United Nations, Grand Central Terminal, Rockefeller Center. Yeah, Midtown Manhattan is a big neighborhood. But this is 49th Street, and 49th Street is part of the Theater District. And it's actually a sub-district. Theater District is actually a sub-district. Anyway, but that's self-explanatory. We get what a Theater District is, right? It goes from 57th Street and 6th Avenue to 8th Avenue with an additional area between 8th Avenue from 42nd Street to 45th Street. You know, all the theaters. Coolsies. All right, let's toot on to 34th Street. Is that where we are? I lost track. That was 49th. Yes, 34th Street. So 34th Street is in the Garment District. Apparently named such because of a bunch of well-known, designers that have their homes, and there's like labels, like major fashion labels like Carolina Herrera and Oscar de la Renta and Calvin Klein, and like have showrooms there. There's also the Fashion Institute of Technology there. And now we're at 28th Street. Now, we just passed under Koreatown. It didn't stop in Koreatown, but apparently Koreatown in Manhattan is part of the garment district. But in the 1980s, like a Korean bookstore opened there and a handful of restaurants were founded in the area, and their success drew other Korean-owned businesses, so now it's like little Koreatown. It's a very small area, but it's kind of cool, right? How things evolve in New York City. And here is the Flatiron District. It's weird because shouldn't the garment district have hats? Because I think this is the Flatiron District, and yeah. They called it that in 1985 because, like, really just because one of those things real estate agents needed a way to sell their property or, get their property out. It's just a marketing ploy calling it the Flatiron District. But 14th Street, Union Square, this is like the area of Gramercy and Gramercy Park, and you know what? Gramercy Park was actually, it's not here, it's a little bit north of here, but it was just in the middle of the swamp. A lot of Manhattan was in the middle of the swamp, honestly. But a developer named Samuel B. Ruggles advocated open the space, proposed the idea for the park because of the northward growth of Manhattan. And here we go with 8th Street. Greenwich Village. We all know Greenwich Village, right? Home to artists, known for its artists, and also well known for its confusing street layouts. Do not think you know where you are. You will never find your way home. You should leave a trail of breadcrumbs whenever you go to Greenwich Village so you can find your way back to where you were. I hope the pigeons don't eat them. Prince Street is in Soho. Soho means south of Houston Street. Another one of those real estate things. They just named it that for short. But apparently all of this is in the so-called Cast Iron District. And the Cast Iron District consists of 26 blocks, approximately 500 buildings. Most of them incorporate cast iron architectural elements. So that's kind of cool. They named the greater part of the district based on the architectural elements of the buildings inside that district. And they do that quite often in New York. Okay, so Canal Street's a mess. Canal Street is, you would think it was Chinatown, and it kind of is, but it is right there at the corner of Tribeca, Soho, Little Italy, and Chinatown. So it's like all of them meet right there at Canal Street, that specific Canal Street station. The Canal Street NRQW station. Oh, that was loud. All right, City Hall. This is... Yep, so City Hall is part of Civic Center, where the Jacob K. Javits Federal Building is here. Also, the FBI Investigation New York Field Office. FBI Field Office is here, around this area, in this neighborhood. Now we're back to we are to the Manhattan Financial District. Oh, come on, that was loud. Stop flatulating, R46 train. Well, we kind of all know why it's called financial. Did you know financial district is called Feedy? Stop! What is going on? Oh, come on. Such a pooty train. It must be because it's Rector Street. Flatulent train because of Rector Street. Let's just get away from Rector Street so our train will stop flatulating. Alright, well anyway, we're going to Whitehall Street, which is also in the financial district. Feedy for short. Fidey. I don't know. But City Hall Park's here, Battery Park. No, wait. Roughly the area of City Hall Park in Lower Manhattan. It does not include Battery Park and Battery Park City, which apparently is its own animal, its own neighborhood, Battery Park and Battery Park City. And now we're going underwater to Brooklyn. Gotta love the tunnels. Not really. The tunnels are, as they, kind of boring to look at. The going across the bridges is much more fun. Court Street. We're in Brooklyn Heights now. They call it Brooklyn Heights because it's on a plateau. Before the Dutch settled on Long Island in the middle of the 17th century, the promontory was called Ihetonga, the high sandy bank, by the native Lenape American Indians. Ihetonga. That's interesting. Anyway, downtown Brooklyn. J Street Metro tag. So, something I didn't know about downtown Brooklyn. I knew it was like the third largest central business district in New York, after Midtown and Lower Manhattan. But did you know downtown Brooklyn used to be home to like a lot of prominent abolitionists, like during the time of slavery, when New York was kind of like, slavery, whatever, before the Civil War. So there were like a lot of churches that agitated against legalized slavery, like they were totally against it in the 1850s and 1860s, and some were like safe houses for the Underground Railroad movement, all in downtown Brooklyn. That is amazing to me. I just love that. I need to look further into that, if there are any historic landmarks still left from back then. See, I mean, there are plenty of historic landmarks in New York, so hopefully there are some that are left from if there was a church that was used as a safe house during the Underground Railroad. I would like to see that exhibit for sure. Yep, there goes our N train. Bye, R46. It's been nice knowing you. All right, well, that was our underground tour of the New York City neighborhoods. Hope you enjoyed it. Shiny Miss Suprtoe took the midnight train home, and now she's going to go to her house here in Dekalb Avenue Station. Don't forget to subscribe.